Are you thinking about living in Pueblo and wondering what the difference is between living in Pueblo and Pueblo West? So does everybody. There's a big difference, and we're going to show you those differences right now. Hey, it's Alex Pacheco again, and welcome to Pueblo PhD, where we talk everything about living in Pueblo. Every day we help people just like you that are wanting to move to Pueblo, so if you have any questions that you want answered, feel free to reach out and we'll be happy to answer those questions the best we can. My number is listed below and my information is somewhere around this video, so go ahead and click on that so we can get connected. So if you're considering moving to Pueblo and debating between maybe Pueblo or Pueblo West, I hope this video will help you out and give you some ideas of what the differences are. So the first place we're going to start is looking at the difference in the lifestyle based on what you're looking for. So Pueblo tends to be known for that little city feel that it has, but on the other hand, Pueblo West is probably going to give you more of that rural feel, more of that prairie, country type feel, a little bit more open space. So socially, Pueblo has more and is better known for some of their shopping and entertainment and employment options, okay? But Pueblo West is gonna be a better fit for you if you're looking for that open space, bigger lots with some great views of the mountains. I even think of Pueblo West almost like a suburb of Pueblo. It's more of a bedroom town. It's more just a lot more houses out there on bigger lots. So you're here for the real estate, right? So let's get into some of those numbers and let's see what you get for your money. So here's the deal. Pueblo is generally less expensive housing-wise than Pueblo West. So just some rough numbers here. The average 3-bedroom single-family home in Pueblo is going to run you just roughly $250,000, while in Pueblo West, that same 3-bedroom house, on average, if we're looking at a 3-bedroom house, is about $360,000. So if we look at a 2-bedroom in Pueblo, you're looking at roughly $185,000, average price. But in Pueblo West, you're going to be looking roughly $240,000 if you can find a 2-bedroom in Pueblo West. The houses tend to be larger, bigger houses in Pueblo West, so it's tougher to find those 2 bedrooms. But if you're looking for a 2-bedroom, probably around about $240,000 at average. So a good rule of thumb, if you're thinking of moving to Pueblo or you're debating between Pueblo and Pueblo West, Pueblo West, generally speaking, it's going to be more money to buy a house in Pueblo West versus Pueblo. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the overall location between Pueblo and Pueblo West, and especially if you need to commute for work, you probably have some questions around that commute and job options. If you're working anywhere near Pueblo, then here's what you need to know. So the Colorado Springs Airport is roughly about 45-minute drive from Pueblo to the Colorado Springs Airport. And then if you're living in Pueblo West, probably tack on another 10 to 15 minutes to that. So, approximately 55 minutes. So in terms of traffic in Pueblo is generally good, okay? I used to live in Denver years and years back, and I can tell you I was always stressed out with traffic up there. It feels like it's always bumper to bumper up there. Here in Pueblo, we just generally don't have a whole lot of traffic. Our roads are pretty good. We don't get a whole lot of backup in traffic. We get a little bit of a rush hour, but nothing compared to some of your bigger cities out there. Now, we do get some decent traffic around the north side of town, over by probably like Elizabeth and Highway 50 West. That's kind of our main corridor on the north side of town there that has like a lot of restaurants and shopping. That tends to get a little busy at times. Otherwise, in my opinion, a lot of times in Pueblo, it's smooth sailing. Traffic in Pueblo West is generally not that great, honestly. There's only one basic corridor going into Pueblo West, that's Highway 50 West. That's your main way in and out of Pueblo West, and that does get backed up and packed, especially around that 5 p.m. time and those morning commute times. It tends to be a little bit busier going through that corridor. Now in Pueblo West, generally, once you're into Pueblo West, you're not going to see any traffic. You get around real smooth, but that main corridor does get pretty packed. So just something to keep in mind if you're going to be commuting in and out of town. People do kind of tell me when they move out there that the traffic's a little rough coming in and out, but they do actually have some plans that they're hoping to maybe even bring in another corridor out to Pueblo West, and I think that'll help over time. And they've also expanded lane-wise Highway 50 West, and they're putting a huge interchange off of Purcell. So that's going to help too. So if being near, your favorite restaurants, having a lot of choices, being close to a movie theater, more shopping, if that's for you, then probably Pueblo is going to be a better fit. But on the other hand, if you're looking for, a larger home, a bigger lot, a little bit more room to breathe, you're not on top of your neighbors, and you want those picturesque views, then Pueblo West might be a great fit too. Well, I hope this video helped you out a little bit, gave you some ideas of comparing Pueblo and Pueblo West a little bit. If you should have any additional questions about living in Pueblo or Pueblo West, please don't hesitate. Reach out. Don't be afraid to ask. Listen, moving to a new area, it can be tricky and it can be stressful too at times. So if you're needing some help, reach out and I can help you navigate that move. Also, if you're looking for maybe a specific question or you need some additional details about anything, you reach out to me. My number, contact information's on here. You know, email's great too. I'm able to get to emails pretty quickly and reach out. Let me help. Hey, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of great content if you're interested in Southern Colorado, specifically Pueblo. Hopefully we can get some good information out to you. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Alex Pacheco, your real estate professor, of course, and appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. And again, I'm brokered by Rocky Mountain Realty. Thanks again for watching.